Thomas the Tank Engine is very proud of his branch line. He thinks it's the most important part of the whole railway. He has 2 coaches. They're old and need new paint, but he loves them very much. He calls them Annie and Clarabelle. Annie can only take passengers, but Clarabelle can take passengers, luggage, and the guard. One day, they had to wait for Henry's train. It was late. Thomas was getting crosser and crosser. How can I run my line properly if Henry's always late? He doesn't realise that the Fat Controller depends on me. And he whistled very impatiently. At last, Henry came along. And Thomas said, where have you been, lazy bones?
Oh, my system is out of order. No one understands my case. You don't know what I suffer.
Oh, rubbish! You're too fat. You need exercise. At last, the guard blew his whistle. And Thomas started off at once. The guard turned round to jump into his van, but Thomas, Annie and Clarabelle were steaming out of the station. Thomas was in a hurry to get away. But Clarabelle didn't want to come along.
No. I've lost my nice guard.
Annie tried to tell Thomas, we haven't a guard. But Thomas was hurrying. He wouldn't listen. Annie and Clarabelle tried to put on their brakes, but they couldn't without the guard, and they kept crying out,
where is our guard? Where is our guard?
But Thomas didn't stop until they came to a signal. Thomas was very cross. Oh, bother that signal! What's the matter? Well, I don't know. The guard will tell us in a minute, Thomas. They waited and waited, but the guard didn't come. Thomas got even crosser. Where is the guard? Annie and Clarabelle knew, and they were crying,
we've left him behind.
The driver, the fireman, and the passengers looked, and there was the guard running as fast as he could along the line with his flags in one hand and his whistle in the other. He was very hot, so he sat down and had a drink and told them all about it. I'm very sorry, Mr. Guard. Oh, it wasn't your fault, Thomas. Look, the signal's down. Let's make up for lost time. Come on. Annie and Clarabelle were so pleased to have their guard again that they sang to Thomas, as fast as you like, as fast as you like. And Thomas went as fast as he could, and they reached the end of the line quicker than ever before.